leg work, we've got pistols, box jumps, weighted step-ups with scaled, and then ascending weights, descending reps of clean and jerks. So we're going to start with the upper body. There's a little bit less to do with upper body, obviously there's mostly to do with legs. But first, there's a couple of points we want to improve range of motion at, and that is the shoulder and the wrist for the high volume barbell overhead work. So for the front rack stretch, we're going to bring the arm in, take it back, and then bring the pipe across the body so we start to feel a stretch at the back of the shoulder. Hold this for as little as 30 seconds and any longer if required. You can change the angle to change where the stretch is going to target, but the optimum position is at 90 degrees with that elbow. So we're going to do that with the left hand over, reach back, pull the pipe across. Okay? So both right arm and left arm done, front back stretch. Repeat that ideally on both sides. Wrist mobility, really important for the barbell. We're going to turn the hands back towards us. We can do this on the floor or on a flat surface. And then we're going to pull back and then slightly try and bend the elbows. So we're getting a big stretch up the inner forearm. Release it and then just return to that stretch. So again, if you feel a lot of tightness up through the wrist, spend some extra time mobilising here. We're also going to turn the opposite direction, so back of the hands on the bench to the floor, straighten the forearms and the elbows first, straighten those elbows first, and then pull back, so we're stretching the wrists into flexion. Okay, and again, repeat that both ways. Repeat that as often as you need to with regarding your own mobility, okay? To now change, we're going to go straight to the lower body. We're going to go straight down to the ankle. So elevated surface, flat foot, drive the knee as far over the toes as we can and get as much body weight driving through as we possibly can. So we're going to rock here, sort of 30 seconds, 60 seconds, just putting as much weight through this range as we have, making sure that that foot remains flat. Repeat on the other leg. We're going to just go back and forth. So we're going to do right leg 30 seconds, lots of bouncing, left leg, lots of bouncing. We're then going to go into a Cossack squat. So we're going to really work on that range of motion at the bottom end range. Wide stance. Drive across and down, sitting into that right foot, stretching into that left hand, hamstring and groin. We come up, across, sitting the weight into the left foot. This is a really nice way of mobilising both through the hips and the ankles. So it's going to be hugely helpful for both the squat clean if that's the movement you're going to have to use, and also obviously that pistol squat if we're looking at the RX version of the workout. Now, pistol progression, so a really nice way to warm these up is a close foot, full depth squat. So from here we're going to keep the feet very close together. We're going to sit all the way down, making sure that the heels stay flat to the floor. So just change that angle. So feet staying flat on the ground, sit all the way down. Ideally we're going to keep the knees inside the arms. If you've got some tightness and restrictions through the hips, maybe even the back, you might find that you end up popping out here. It's not a huge issue. At the moment we're just looking at mobilising the bottom of the body, so the ankle. We want that ankle as loose as we can to help get that pistol as easy as we can. Now from there, we want to work on stabilising, so glutes. We're going to look to do a single leg reach back lunge without the foot touching the floor. So as so, tap the knee and stand. Tap the knee and stand. 5 to 10 reps on the right leg, repeat 5 to 10 on the left. Very, very good way of progressing through pistols. A good way of starting to build that stability on the single leg and also to wake those glutes up, which is going to help with the step ups or the squat cleans as well. For that bottom position, once we've warmed up the ankles a little bit more, so we've done that two-footed one, we're going to come all the way down. We're going to just bring one leg out and hang out at that bottom, have a little bounce. Get comfortable, see if you can take the hand away. Swap legs, hang out, hold the leg for support. Can you take it away? Great. Repeat one side and the other. You cannot get too warm for a pistol squat. Persevere with that warm up. Spend a little bit longer than you usually would. You don't want to come up short with the mobility when it comes to doing those reps when you're tired. Last little bit, we'll just do some hip flow work, loosening off everything for that clean, that step up, that pistol, whatever it might be. This whole workout is about legs. So we're just going to rotate through that front hip. Keep the front foot grounded. Loosening off, pushing into out with that hip. So that knee's driving a quarter circle out through the front. Swap sides, repeat this on the other side. Good. And then a little bit of thoracic work, just to loosen off through the mid-upper back, which will help that overhead range if the jerk is going to become sticky for you. Reach the hands forward, going to keep the hips high, drop the chest. And hold for 30 seconds. Once you've held, come back up, punch the shoulders off, and then extend back through, drop the chest. Hold for 30 seconds. On top of this warm-up, you really want to spend some time getting used to your barbell. Sitting in your front squat position or your deep power position, getting the barbell overhead, making sure that there's no sticking points. Lots and lots of warm-up required to do well in this workout. Don't just rush into it. There's some pointers there which will help, mostly through the lower body, a little bit of work through the upper body to help with that clean and jerk.